What's up YouTube? My name is Andy and it is cold, so let's take it inside so that you can hear me also, because it's really windy out here and so it's not freezing. What's up YouTube? How's it going? I'm Andy Coles. My favorite food is pizza. My spirit animal is Po from Kung Fu Panda, and today I'm gonna teach you one photography trick that will up your game 100-fold. Even if that's one fold that you have, it's gonna be 100 times better just with one simple trick. So let's get to it. Okay, so today we're talking about framing. How to frame your picture. Get a nail and put it in the wall. There you go. No, we're not talking about that kind of framing. We're talking about actually the framing that you would do for your picture to give just extra pop, to give that creative flair, so that when you're showing off your photos, people are like, huh, that's not a typical photo. So, and you know, it's something that you learn along the way. So if you've never thought about this before, don't worry, it's not like it's like this brand new thing. It's just breaking that wall barrier of like, I'm gonna take my photos. And the best thing about this today is I'm gonna show you with like most of my photos I did with my phone. So you can do this as well. And it doesn't really cost anything. As long as you have a phone or a point and shoot, and of course the DSLR, you can totally do this too as well. So talking about framing, now let's go ahead and take a look at this photo that I took earlier yesterday. This photo is really cool. It's got like really cool clouds. There's some cool lighting in the clouds, so it gives some real cool texture. There's some cool palm trees that are there. But the problem is that it's kind of like, meh, that's cool. It's palm trees and some clouds. But now we can do a few things to this. But today, or that day, yesterday, there was actually a bathroom door that led into, or the bathroom door basically that was opened up, that was left open for people to have access, but it has like these cutouts, right? So let's take a look at that. With this perspective, I basically used the like partition door that had like these cool patterns in it to frame this shot. Now, looking back, now with the frame job, boom, right? So easy. So anytime that you're somewhere, always have that perspective of what is it that I can look through or look at, like so that you're just not just that photo or just that image. It's also the part of like, oh, there's something here too. What is that? Oh, but that's interesting because there's that as well. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you're careful with framing things, because you don't want to draw away from what you're actually trying to portray. In this image, we were trying to get the palm trees and the clouds, but we didn't want to showcase the door, so I didn't want to make the door in focus. So a lot of you may know, some of you don't know, whenever you have a photo that you want to, or when we're taking a photo of something, when you have your camera, I mean, I'm sorry if this is not applicable to like Androids and stuff like that, because I'm only familiar with my iPhone, but tap on the subject and it'll start to focus. See that? Just that simple, just like that. You're welcome. So see, 2 hacks, 2 for 1. Well done. Okay. Anyway, so make sure that you're not drawing away from the image itself that you want to convey. Now let's take a look at another photo. This is a real fun one. This is at California Adventure at Disneyland, or Disney's California Adventure in the Disneyland Resort. This one's cool because there's the Ferris wheel. Everyone likes to take a picture of this wheel, and it's got lights, and there's cool, like there's like a lake that will reflect the image. And normally it's like, okay, I've seen this picture a dozen times, but what makes it different is the framing. What's really cool about this also is the concept of the shape, right? So the Ferris wheel is circular. The framing of the fence, that fence line, also happens to have circles. Probably not an architectural mishap. So it's really cool, and this one was a rush job, and But what you could do is you can even get this photo where it matches where the frame is perpendicular to the actual Ferris wheel, so it's like almost not quite overlapping, but it's still like kind of like, oh, it's in the same like circumference but an extra like layer out, you know? So it creates this illusion that the frame is perfect for it, right? But this is still too cool too, because also within that framing you have the picture of the snowmobile. You're still, or that's snowmobile, it's still the Ferris wheel, and you're still showing the reflection on the water, you're still showing the cool lights, and you're still showing that you have the wheel in focus. And you can obviously tell that, oh, this is the fence. Neat. Pretty cool, right? So now you've upped your game 100%. All right, so let's take another, let's think about another kind of frame job. Now this one, if you're a girl, this is probably gonna be easy for you. For guys, you may have to ask like your girlfriend or your mom or your sister or your wife or your cousin, or just go to a cosmetic place like a drugstore or something and get like a pocket mirror. And in this one, basically, again, I'm using my cell phone and I've framed my picture of a picture in a reflection. So the framing is the actual mirror casing itself, but in it, I'm taking a photo of what I want to have, you know, reflected and what I want to have seen. So you can always do something like that, which is really cool because reflections, obviously, it's like, oh, like this isn't what it's really supposed to be conveying. It's really something else. So that's really cool. Let's take a look at another one that's a mirror as well that I did, right? So in this one, let's check this one out. Basically what I had done is I put the little pocket mirror, I put it underneath, and this was taken with my phone. I put it underneath my lens and I took the picture. And so you just have to play with it around a little bit. And basically what it is, it created this effect now where it looks like, holy smokes, there's clouds on the floor. Like it's a city in the clouds, right? Totally cool. I know you're all, and totally, I will divulge this now. All this stuff is not my stuff. Like these are things that people have been doing for a while. So, but get artsy fartsy with it. Like find things, you know, get a piece of paper or a tissue and cut out a hole or a pattern of some sort and shoot through it. Like it's gonna look so much cooler than just a photo that's just like self-explanatory. You want people to kind of like jog a little bit to think, what exactly am I but not too much. You don't want them to jog at it where they're like kind of like, I don't see it. That's when you're knowing you're doing a bad job. So okay, again, back to the photo stuff. You can have like a tree, a bush or leaf, and shoot that with a corner on the top or the bottom, and you know, you can basically use that to frame every photo, every shot, whether it's a person or it's the thing. And you know, like I said, just get really creative with it, and it gets so much cooler whenever you have, it's not basically like hiding what it's supposed to be showing, you know, what you're showing or that you want to be as the principal idea of the photo. Now, you can always feel free too to do the other part of it. Now, let's say maybe you want to take a picture, portrait of somebody, but you don't want to show exactly somebody itself because you're more a landscape person. You can have the reverse effect. You can put the focus tap on your phone of a leaf or a tree or the bush and have something behind it, and basically it'll blur them out. Because most of the light should be coming and reflect. That's the thing too, lighting is very important. We can touch on that later, but make sure that that's the primary focus. Person in the background looks super dope. Simple like that. Doesn't cost anything. It's super simple to do. It's primarily everywhere you go. And if worst case scenario, if you don't have something, use your finger. Like the corner of your finger, like the screen will like basically do something. It'll edge out. So yeah, so it makes your photos way dope. So you guys go out there and shoot, just like whatever you have. Point and shoot, you have a cell phone, use it, try these techniques out. Go around, walk around with a mirror, walk around with some like a Coke bottle glass or a soda bottle glass. Walk around with plastic or chapstick, whatever it is, and smear it or on the lens. try it out. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really inspiring. It's gonna get you want to like think about how to take photos every time that you're out there. And remember that because it's your cell phone too, you're not limited like to some of the very basic editing things that are helping to, you know, frame your photo. Don't be afraid to turn your camera sideways. Don't be afraid to turn it upside down, like just so that you can get a little more leverage. You know, if you're maybe squatting but you want to get a little more perspective, do that. And I guarantee you, people will be like, wow, you take really nice photos. And you're like basically a photographer. Well, sorta, you know. Well, it's all relative, of course. Anyways, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial, my first tutorial. We're gonna have some more stuff coming towards you, but if you want to see stuff more like this about photography that's really low budget that you can do with maybe your cell phones or point and shoots, or you just want to see some editing stuff that I do and want to know how the ins and outs work, put a comment below. Let me know. That rhymes. I should use that in my tagline. Comment below, let me know what you want to see, or if you want to see more about it. If you like this stuff, give me a thumbs up on that. Share this to someone's page that maybe is getting in photography, or that maybe you know that they like to take a lot of photos, but you want them to spruce it up a little bit for you, so when you go into your feed, you're like, oh yeah, love. Anyways, so hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you on the flip side.